Hey everybody, my name is Jake Knoll, and today I'm going to be leading you through a warm-up. So let's go ahead and get to it. We're going to start off by doing some side steps, just nice and easy. Get our legs warmed up a little bit. And we're going to also implement here in the beginning some arm circles forward. We're just going to lift them up as we're doing these side steps, just nice and easy, small arm circles forward. We're going to progressively get bigger as we do them. And go ahead and increase the size of them just a little bit, about medium. Good, and now we're going to go full swing, full arm circles as much as you can. Make sure not to do them to where you're discomforted. Just get into a good stretch, good point of tension. Good, now we're going to go ahead and do it the same thing backwards here in just a couple seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. So the same thing, just start out small. We're going backwards now. Good, make sure to keep control of your breathing, be conscious about it. Slowly increase to about medium now. Really just trying to get the blood circulating. And now full circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and stop with the side steps now. We're going to do some trunk rotations to work our obliques just a little bit, get our trunk warmed up. Sorry, you can pivot if you want. You can pivot this back leg when you go. Do a little turn with it. Or you can stay stationary, whatever fits you. Really just focus on the sides, on your obliques. You're on this maneuver. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now we're going to move up to our upper body just a little bit. We're going to start out with a tricep pretzel. So we're going to bring one arm up and over the back of your head, putting your hand kind of in the middle of your spine between your shoulder blades. And you really want to focus on this stretch on your tricep. With your other arm, grab above or below your elbow and try to just pull down slightly. Don't pull to discomfort, just pull to where you can feel a good tension. And again, really just focus on getting this stretch right in here on your tricep. Keep control of your breathing as well. Nice and easy. Keep it consistent. And good. In 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go ahead and switch arms and do that same thing. Again, one arm over, touching in between your shoulder blades with your other arm grabbing your elbow. And just ever so slightly pulling it down to where you can feel that stretch. You're going to keep control of your breathing, feel that stretch, nice and easy. Make sure to get a good one in. Good. Okay, now we're going to go on to our shoulders just a little bit. This one's pretty easy as well. All we want to do is keep your arms by your sides, and you're just going to raise up, a lateral shoulder raise. And on this one, really try to focus on squeezing your shoulders and getting that good tension and getting a good stretch in. It's nice and easy, up. If you want, you can make these a little bit more fun, and you can come up to the forward and back down, kind of get a good all-around move in. Up to the front, back down. Keep control of that breathing again, nice and easy. Getting a good tight squeeze in your shoulders, feeling the stretch. And in 3, 2, 1. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go back to our side steps just for a little bit. And on this one, we're going to do an arm across the body, again, stretching out our shoulder. So we're going to take one arm, bring it across your body, and with your other arm, you want to pin it either on your forearm or below your elbow. You don't want to put your arm on your elbow. You want to stay away from that. And again, with your opposite arm, just pull in. Don't go to discomfort, and just make sure to feel the stretch in your shoulder. I'm going to hold this just for a little bit longer, and then we're going to switch arms. Four, three, two, and switch. So again, the same thing, make sure with your other arm that's pulling it, you don't want to put it on your elbow, either on your forearm or above your elbow. Keep that breathing nice and rhythmic, controlled. Good, a couple more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you need to limber up, loosen out your limbs a little bit if you need it. And next, we're going to go into some bicep curls. So this one you can stay stationary, you can have your feet about hip width apart. And you want to keep your elbows as close to your sides as you can. And with this, we're really focusing on just doing a strict bicep contraction upwards. So you want to feel it right in here and just come up, slow and controlled. If you have a weight or a water, you can, hold those, give you a little bit extra challenge. Breathing in on the way up and exhaling as you come back down. If you want to make them a little harder, you can throw in some calf raises with them as you come up on the contraction. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, this next one, we're going to stretch out our bicep and our forearm just a little bit more. So you're going to have one arm straight out with your palm facing up, and with your other hand you want to grab on your fingers and pull your hand kind of towards your belly button while keeping this arm straight. And you should really feel it in your forearm and a little bit up into your bicep. And on this one you can just hold. If you want, you can go back to some side steps. You don't have to. And we'll switch arms here soon. In 3, 2, and 1. Okay, the same thing. You want to have one arm out with your other hand pulling in your hand to your belly button, getting a good stretch in your forearm and in your bicep. Good. Keep control of that breathing, just a few more seconds here. Awesome, everyone's doing great. Keep it up. In 3, 2, and 1. So now this next one, again, you can limber up if you need to, grab some water if you need it, take a breather, whatever works for you. This next one, we're going to do our chest fly. We're going to try to stretch out our chest. So you want to bring your hands out in front of you. Again, trying to keep your elbows tight to your sides. We're going to have it as if you were holding a dumbbell or something like that. And you want to come out all the way and really focus on trying to pinch your shoulder blades together and getting a good chest stretch in. And you should really feel it if you're going back further enough. So just to the front, then back out, and good stretch. Good. Control your breathing. Nice and easy. Out and in. And 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to move on to some rows. What we're going to do is a bent over row, so you can have your feet shoulder width apart once more. A slight little bend in your knees and your hips and butt pushed out just a little bit. You want to have your elbows close to your hips again, as if you were holding dumbbells once more. and then just row straight up. And you really want to try to keep your shoulders still on this and just focus on using your upper back on protracting up. Just bring that weight up. Exhaling on the way up and regaining your breath on the way down. And if you want to make these a little harder, you can throw in some tricep kickbacks, just like this. So you want to row up and then kick back out. Up and kick back out. A couple more seconds, doing great, keep it up. Really focus on squeezing and feeling that stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to move on to our legs just a little bit. So we're going to start off just by doing a simple quad stretch, and you are going to, require a little bit of balance for this, not too much, but you can work on it. So with one leg, you want to bring it up and grab that leg with that same hand on the top of your foot and try to pull your foot into the back of your leg. Really feeling a stretch on the top of your leg, your quads. We're just going to hold this. If you need extra help, you can hold your hand out to the side or in front of you for some extra balance. We're going to hold just like that. And we're going to do the same thing on the other leg. In about a couple seconds more. 3, 2, and 1. So again, the same thing. Bring your leg up and grab it on the top of your foot and pull that foot into the back of your leg until you can feel the tension in your quadricep, but you don't want to feel any pain. And just hold. Extra balance. Hold your arms out to the side or the front, whatever suits you. Good. Couple more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out if you need. Next, we're going to move into a little bit of a hamstring stretch. So on this one, you can take one foot and cross over the other one. And the key on this one is to keep your back leg as straight as you can, because that's where you're going to feel the most tension in it. And then we're just going to let gravity do the work and fall forward and down, really feeling the stretch on the back part of your leg right here. So just coming down and holding. If crossing your feet doesn't feel too good, you can keep your legs completely straight with your feet together. With the same idea, just keeping those legs straight and back and coming down as far as you can comfortably to feel the stretch. Good. Couple more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go ahead and hop back into our side steps. Loosey-goosey if you need it. On these ones, we're going to add in some hamstring curls now. So as you go to the step, we're just going to do a quick curl up with your hamstring. Step and curl. Step and curl. Good, keep it up. Feeling good now, getting the blood flowing, getting the muscles loose. Keep control of your breathing, be conscious about it. And 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to do some calf raises. These ones are pretty simple. If you're on a mat or a little bit of an elevated surface, you can stand on the balls of your feet with your heels hanging off. So all we got to do here is just go on our tippy toes and raise up. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You can stay standing straight on the ground and just do a simple calf raise up. If you want to make these a little bit more challenging and add some balance factors to it too, you can go on one leg. So the same thing, just stand on one leg and calf raise up. If you need extra help, again, hold your hands out to the side or the front, wherever you're comfortable, and we're just going to be doing those calf raises. Good. You should really feel the burn in your calves on these ones. This is a great exercise. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stretch our calves here in a couple seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. So for this one, you're going to want to have one leg straight out in front of you, keeping it straight with your other one a slight bend to where it's comfortable. And you want to try to flex your foot up, coming pretty much towards your face as much as you can to really feel a good stretch in your calf. And then on this, same thing, we're just going to try to touch our toes and get a really good stretch in there. And with these, we can alternate them. So same thing, foot flexed up, leg straight, with their other leg a little bend, trying to touch your toes. Keep control of your breathing. Just nice and easy, get a good stretch. Good, looking great. And 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to work on squats just a little bit. So squats are great. They can work your gluteus, pretty much all your legs, all your muscles. And what you want to do here is have your feet again about shoulder width apart. And you kind of almost want to seem like you're sitting into a chair. So as you do it, you want to keep your hips back, your butt low, and your back straight. So when we do it, we're just going to come out and squat down to about 90 degrees. You can keep your hands out in front like I do, for it helps with balance, or you can keep it close to your chest, whatever your preference. If you want to make these a little bit more challenging again, you can throw in a calf raise on that when you come back up. So you can come up, or you can add in a shoulder press when you get to the top. Three, 2, and 1. So now we're going to do a little bit of an altercation on lunges here. We're going to do some lateral lunges. And with this, what you want to do, I'm going to start with my right leg. You can lunge out to the side, get a slight bend in it, and keep your opposite leg straight. And with this, you kind of want to lean your knee into the ground, keeping this one straight, and you're really going to feel it on the inside of your leg here. So you can alternate between sides, like I am. Or if you want, you can add it in to our side steps. You can step out, lunge, get a good stretch, back to the middle, and to the other side. Control your breathing. Take a break if you need it. Grab some water. Three, 2, and 1. Good. You can shake it out a little bit. And the next thing we're going to do is work the outside of our legs now. And we're going to perform a lateral leg raise. So with these, you just want to take one leg and raise it straight up to your side as we did earlier with our arms. With these, if you want to make them a little bit harder, you can do a full swing with it. So as you come back down, you can tap for more balance, or you can just keep it going across your whole body. Good. Couple more of these. 3, 2, and 1. Next, we're going to work a little bit on our hip flexors here and slightly bit of core. We're going to do a knee raise, and then we're going to pull it into our chest. So what this looks like is you raise up, grab your knee, and pull it into your chest. You can alternate legs on this one. So we want to raise the knee, pull it into our chest, get a good stretch. Don't let it be painful. Just make sure you feel it. Good. We'll do 3 more of these. 3, 2, and 1. So now we're going to go ahead and move down to the ground. And we're going to start out with just a normal push-up. So with your push-up position, you want to have your hands equal with your shoulders, not too far apart. On your feet, you want to have your butt low and your back straight. And we're just going to come down and up. If you need to make it just a little bit more easy, you can keep your knees on the ground, a little bit more comfortable. Keeping everything in mind, your back straight, your butt low. Just down and up. Four, 3, 2, and 1. So next we can stay pretty much in the same position. What we're going to do is a plank. So for this one, like I said, it's about the same position. The only difference is we're going to be lying on our forearms. And you can either keep your hands separate or you can bring them together. But what you want to do is keep them, again, your back flat and your butt low. And on this one, really focus on contracting your core. This one's really important to breathe on. Again, if you need to make it just a little bit easier, take a load off, you can keep your knees on the ground. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, now we can get a little breather if you need it. Again, get some water. I know those ones are a little bit more challenging, make you breathe a little bit harder. So for this next one, we're going to do a cat-cow stretch. So same thing, we're going to come down onto our hands and knees. And with this one, it's really important to keep your core engaged, keep it tight, control your breathing. What you want to do is you want to arch your back down, getting a good feel, a good stretch, and then raise your upper back to the sky as much as you can. Maybe just hold for a few seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Good. This next one, almost there. Next one, we're going to be doing bird dogs. It's the same position, all down on your knees and your hands. And with this one, you're going to raise one arm and your opposite leg. And you want to try to engage that and come up as high as you can to get a good stretch. So what these ones will look like, just like that. Really focus on pulling both your leg and your arm as far forward and back as you can. 3, 2, and 1. So next we're going to slow it down, bringing this warm up almost to an end. But what we're going to do is a butterfly. You can just sit on your butt. Bring your legs together, your feet together, as far in as you can. And just focus on, in a way, pushing these legs down, getting a good stretch in your hip flexors. And holding. Three, 2, and 1. So we can stand back up now, shake it out. And this brings my warm-up to an end, and I hope it warmed you up, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.